Welcome everyone to Watches and Waves with Lexington and Jeff, sponsored by Najee Jewelers in beautiful Stamford, Connecticut. And we have an extraordinary show, extraordinary collection of watches you're going to be showing today, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I brought a huge variety of things, middle range, similar to last episode. Just got a ton of stuff, exciting, just something for everybody.
Stay tuned. So much. And why do we love watches so much, Jeff?
Oh man, it's our passion.
It is. And why is it a passion?
For me, it's been a lifestyle since I was a kid. I love it.
That's a great way to put it, because watches, it's not about showing off and saying, hey, look what we got. If I got a beautiful Timex, I'll wear a beautiful Timex.
Yeah.
If I happen to have a $250,000 Patek Philippe, I'll wear that too. Bowling, I want to wear a Patek Philippe bowling. Let's take the watch, let's take the sunglasses off.
I don't think my insurance agent would like that,
No, but the eyes are the windows to the soul, as the watches are windows to the soul of the person who wears them, right? They give an insight into that person.
So true.
All right, now, here we are. This is our third episode, and you're going to surprise me today.
I am.
Idea.
I brought some fun stuff.
What
all like middle range, like nothing too crazy. Last time we had a paddock, the followers and the listeners, people viewing this, that we do have a little bit of everything to show.
All right, well, before we do that, let's do a wrist check first.
All right.
So what do you have on your wrist here?
All right, so today I just got this in. This is the Breitling Endurance Pro 44 millimeter bright light, super cool swatch.
See how close you can come with that too.
Super cool. So they just relaunched this in a new colorway with a green inner ring and a green rubber strap.
Wow, I like it.
So I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It's like a matte green dark.
And that looks like a rough watch. In other words, you could do anything with it.
Anything. But it's got a compass scale on the bezel.
It's a compass scale.
Compass scale is super cool, and it's got a bi-directional rotating compass scale bezel.
All right, so if I ever get lost captaining, which is very, very rare that would happen.
And your digital
and my digital chart plotter and GPS chart plotter kicks the bucket. This could possibly get us safely from here to, say, Tahiti.
That's a great question. I would assume so, yeah.
Right, and if put in the comments.
I hope for
let
sure
us
I'm
know.
not on the boat when that happens.
Hopefully it doesn't happen. But one lucky winner, at some point, you're going to get to come here on the boat with us. One lucky watcher here. So if you'd like to be on our yacht here, type in the comment.
Absolutely.
And so
I'd love to have some guests,
Yeah.
And
all right, but I love to keep that in mind in case the chart plotter dies.
This one is one of my favorites. This I've had about 5 years. This is my Zenith Pilot Type 20 bronze. You can't even see that I finally got patina on it. I mean, every company has a different.
And what does the patina mean for those who may not know?
Well, the bronze, over time, the material patinas, depending on so many different factors, but the oxidization, like.
Right, changing the color of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can see it's darkening here, but where I screw it in on the crown when I use it,
it's
shiny.
It's shiny, yeah.
Because I'm constantly using that
Love
piece.
it.
And then I finally got a little piece here, but I mean, certain watches, certain brands use different components inside, chemical composition to.
Right.
And depending on what's inside, might oxidize faster than others.
Right.
But it's super cool. So actually, one cool feature about this watch, you notice how it says Pilot on it?
Yes.
Zenith is the only watch brand in the world that can actually say Pilot on the dial.
Why is that?
Since the transatlantic flights back in the days, I guess they patented the watch face, that they are the only ones, they're exclusive to do that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So IWC has a Pilot watch. There's so many brands out there. Breitling, who's huge in aviation, none of them can say Pilot on the dial.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you learned something new.
I
don't know a lot about watches, ladies and gentlemen, and Jeff is teaching me.
Yeah, and I still am learning every day.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice heft to it. And what do you call it? The like 28,800.
Yeah, this is not a El Primero. This is a Zenith Elite movement, so it is 28,800 vibrations per hour.
There we go.
The El Primero, which they're known for, has 36,000 vibrations per hour.
And I used to think it was called Zenith until I heard Teddy Baldessar kept calling it Zenith. Why?
Two separate entities. Zenith is the TV, electronic company. Zenith is an independent watch brand.
Yeah, different pronunciation.
Now it's owned by LVMH.
I like it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Very cool.
And what do you have next, Jeff?
So I brought such a cool variety today. Some unique pieces and some pieces that are like highly sought after. First one I want to talk about is one of my favorites actually. It's pretty cool. It's Accutron Space View 2020.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so this is super cool. This is it's stainless steel, but it's like a black DLC coated. It's got a domed sapphire crystal.
I'm fascinated with
But
it.
what's so cool about this, it's electrostatic movement. So it's got these turbine looking wheels in here. And so you can wind it, and different from your traditional automatic watch where it has to wind horizontally, this essentially powers vertically.
So every
Up
time
and
you're
down,
going up, it's powering up.
It's powering up, and you
Instead
can
of-
feel it. So actually, if you do it yourself, feel it.
I feel it.
And then you can look at the turbine start to spin and rotate.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Yeah.
And we'll give you a close-up of this.
So Accutron relaunched as a separate entity, as like an own independent brand again back in 2020. They're a division of Boulevard, which is a division of Citizen. Super cool integrated rubber strap. I mean,
This is a very spacey, very...
The Moon Watch. They have a really cool book that shows the growth of the 60s all the way till now, like how far it's come. This was a huge thing for them back in the days.
One more thing, Jeff. Why is it called a moon watch?
So Accutron had their variation of a watch that was taken to outer space, to the moon. And it was a watch very similar. This was the inspiration of it, and it used to hum. They discontinued this years ago. They're still out in the market actually for a fair penny. There's one guy that works for them that is actually able to fix it, that we found in watchmakers. The only person I've ever found that can actually fix it. You want to know something super cool that they don't really advertise in it, but it essentially has like a 10-year battery shelf life. So if you sit this thing down, it goes into a power reserve. So you'll notice the second hand stops running after a couple hours, I believe, and then as soon as you pick it up, it starts running. But the watch is still keeping time. The second hand stops,
Sure.
and then you can sit this in your drawer for 10 years, they say, and pick it up and it'll start working.
Wow, and how accurate is it? Like super accurate?
Yeah.
Very interesting, I like it. Dan, what do we have next, Jeff?
All right, I brought the Longines Zulu Time, part of the Spirit collection. Very cool watch with the bi-directional GMT 24-hour. So this came in 3 different color variations. They have a black, and then they have a green accented one, and then this blue. But what's cool about that, if you feel the weight of that.
Oh my God, yeah. This is like a feather here.
We're talking about like 54 grams versus 165 grams, and this piece is 5.8 times lighter.
Just like a Sherman tank.
Yeah.
Now that I picked up a Sherman
Not that this
tank
is
lately,
heavy, but
just in comparison, it's not a super
yeah.
heavy watch.
It's got a 3-day power reserve on it. They do an anti-magnetic silicone hairspring, 5-year warranty on it. It's great.
Yeah, it's not super heavy, but it feels good. It's just got some nice heft to it, but this is like almost lighter than air.
Yeah, I think that's the attraction.
Yeah, like it's like you're holding helium right here. And what do we have next, Jeff, in this plethora of amazing variety of watches?
So today we have Oris. This is a really cool 39mm full titanium salmon colored dial.
I love this. I've seen this online, haven't seen it in real life.
Oh,
and I love the Oris. Oris is a very special brand.
Yeah.
And they're local to us, right?
Their U.S. headquarters is right in Norwalk. It's got the jet engine bezel, which is super cool. It's got the, the airplane seatbelt style clasp. It's super light. It fits the wrist perfectly.
This is definitely a storyteller here. I love it. And salmon like the ocean. Really nice.
What's cool about this watch is they came out and created their own in-house movement. So you have a 5-day power reserve on there.
Wow.
You have to wind it. I mean, this sucker's got twin barrel movement. You have to wind it.
So this is not self-winding. You got to wind it.
Once you power it up, it's self-winding from there. But
Gotcha.
it needs a lot of spins.
You got to prime it first.
Very much so. And they even offer you a 10-year warranty on it. I mean, they stand behind their product. It's not in the way.
Right. It doesn't have the Cyclops, which a lot of people hate the Cyclops and the Rolex. I got used to it. I hated it. I got used to it after a while. But it's refreshing to see how clean that looks without a Cyclops.
Yeah. And they made this colorways. They made the salmon, they made a blue and a dark gray. I thought it'd be watered down and washed out, but it really was nice look.
Oh, I'll just see that one as well. Yeah, beautiful. I want to explore more Orises on the channel too. We've gotten some requests from some of our people, from some of the comments. And that's what I love about mechanical watches.
Yeah.
Craftsmanship is involved. Pride is involved. Planned obsolescence is not involved in luxury watches.
Absolutely.
These are heirlooms that your kids can have, your grandkids can have.
Absolutely.
And Jeff, what do we have next in this extravaganza of watch variety?
Today, another piece I just picked up today is the Tudor GMT with the Pepsi dubbed colorways, with the blue and red.
Well, by the way,
color.
what kind of person buys
a
Tudor?
Oh, I think a more youthful, sporty person. I think somebody wants something different. It's also more affordable, but it's a heck of a watch.
Wow,
it's got a black dial.
The strap is nice. The bezel is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And is this ceramic?
No,
aluminum?
Actually it's not. It's aluminum, but it's a satin finish bracelet,
Yes.
so it's kind of like under the radar except for the bezel.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I notice I got some blackness on not from a watch, but that is really beautiful.
Yeah, 41mm. It's in-house caliber.
What's this retail for?
$41.75.
Incredible.
Very reasonable.
Very reasonable for this quality of watch. Yeah.
It's awesome. 5-year warranty on it. I mean, they do a heck of a job, and they retain value in the secondary market.
Wow, very nice. Now, Jeff, we have one final watch in today's episode. And this has been fun. I'm learning about watches I haven't seen before. The Salmon is so far. And you have one more.
Yeah, last one, I don't want to say best for last, but it's definitely a really cool one. It's the Omega Seamaster 300 white dial, the diver watch.
Wow.
Very cool. One of my favorite features about this, the red accent. I think it's super cool, kind of.
It makes such a difference.
Yeah.
And all it is, what does it say? What does the red lettering say?
It just says Seamaster, and it's on the second hand as well, just the tip.
I love the white dial because it's just so contrasting.
Yeah.
And it stops people. I want people to ask me about my watch. And interesting, like Rolex, like the blues, people go nuts for it.
I know.
The whites, they have it, except the Panda.
It's a true diver watch. I mean, they have a helium escape valve. It's a great piece. It's got a see-through case back on the other side.
Wow. Yeah, and we'll give you a close-up of this as well. You should be seeing that now. And one thing I like about it, it is a hefty watch. It feels good, but it doesn't wear large on the wrist.
That's a comment I wanted to bring up, right? So it's actually heavier than this full bracelet Longines.
Compared to what I call the Sherman tank, this now feels like helium.
Yeah.
This feels, again, it's got heft, and it doesn't even have a stainless steel bracelet. It's just got a silicone bracelet.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this actually feels a lot. This feels like a Sherman tank.
And it has only a tang buckle. It doesn't even have a full steel buckle. I mean, it's a heavy watch. And then you put this guy to it, right? It's even lighter. That's full titanium, so it's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, this has their bright light material, but now you got bright light, titanium, and then 2 steel watches. And the weight difference involved is so crazy how different.
And I wish, Jeff, I had 4 wrists. Because I would love to wear all 4 of these, seriously. Yeah. I do have ankles.
Yeah, rotate, you know, that's the
the kids rotate.
Yeah. You know, every day, every week, you know, you go through it. And you have a different variety here. You have a white dial, salmon dial, black, blue.
Yeah, I loved it. And here's a question a lot of people have been asking, and I've gotten a lot of emails from this, Jeff, is they've asked, Lexington Jeff, do you wear your watches when you sleep? And what do you wear when you sleep?
I do not. As soon as I get home, bracelets, chains, everything comes off.
Yeah.
You sleep with it?
I wear this. And
wow.
this is my newest acquisition, which I just bought this about 3 weeks ago. The date just 41 millimeter.
Classic.
White gold, very clean.
Yeah. White gold bezel, Jubilee bracelet.
Jubilee bracelet. I love the Jubilee bracelet. Yeah. It is very comfortable. Yeah. People said it was.
Great size, great piece.
Yeah, and the white contrasting dial is amazing. Plus it has the white gold markers as well.
How do you feel about the loom?
The loom lasts about 2 minutes. So for Rolex, if you're listening, please, you make extraordinary watches. Give me more loom without the old-fashioned radiation you used to have. I even have the ultraviolet light. Before I go to bed, I charge it up for 10 minutes, which is crazy. And it lasts I don't know, 2 to 5 minutes.
Show the people what you showed me before.
And why did I get this? This is a loop, and it's much different than most loops. In this package here, you open it up, activates the light. And it has the ultraviolet light here on it too, so I can charge it up, and it has regular lights as well. Got it on Amazon. 30, 60, and 90 magnification. I just like to look at my watches.
So when he's on the ocean, in the yacht,
right,
just chilling,
meditating. I look at the watches in detail. Plus, for the scratches, I'll do a little touch up with that Cape Cod stuff I just got. So this ends our episode for the day, everybody. So Jeff, thank you, my man. It's always a pleasure.
Always, thank you.
I learned so much from you, and we get to do this in this beautiful atmosphere.
Talk about watches, having fun on the water. Yeah.
That's right. And remember, everyone, subscribe, share, like. We're just building this channel. We started with 0 subscribers, and we're gaining more every day. Really appreciate your help and support.
Yeah, we'll bring guests on if you have some stuff you want to share, knowledge, some watches,
yes,
some of your collection.
Anyone lives in the New York City metropolitan area, you are invited. Contact us, watchesandwaves@gmail.com, and say, hey, we'd love to come up on the boat, on the yacht here in Stamford, Connecticut. And Jeff, if someone wants more information on any of these watches, or they want to purchase these watches, how would they get in touch with you?
They can email us at watchesandwaves@gmail.com or directly at info@nagijewelers.com. That's NAGI jewelers.com. And the inventory is constantly changing every week. Call us anytime.
Absolutely. And also, until next time, explore with us and stay tuned for our next episode. We'll see you next time.